Alright, let's feel what over 500 horsepower in a giant BMW feels like. How's it going, guys? Dylan from Luxury Lives On, and I hope everyone's doing well today. Today I'm in front of a BMW 8 Series convertible, and this car is probably only significant to you if you're at least 30 years old because, well, about 20 years ago they came out with an 8 Series and it was the top of the line. It was the sexy, luxurious coupe of the BMW world, and well, here we are 20 years later. Let's get an in-depth tour of what this 8 Series is all about and if it fills the shoes of the top leading dog of the BMW lineup.
The Great 8, the BMW flagship of the 90s. At that time, an innovator of exceptional design.
Now I added the whole thing about it holding up because, well, you have to understand if someone's gonna spend money on a car like this, it's a big decision. It's a pricey car. It's over $120,000, this particular example. This is the M Sport convertible package, and well, it has to compete with the likes of the Mercedes S-Class coupe and convertible, which is, let's just be honest, a baller ass car. So it's very tricky for BMW to kind of get into this lineup now, much later than the S-Class coupe has come. And well, they're bringing this with the replacement of the 6 Series, so to speak. And it kind of looks like one too. Let's go around the looks of the new 8 Series. So first of all, the whole point of this car is think of it as being placed against like a 911, as I said, the S-Class coupe. And I like to think of it as kind of a Bentley GT-esque philosophy. And the reason why I say that is because it's a sporty car and it's a luxurious car. It lives in those two realms. Now, from a design standpoint, you see that because, well, it's a long, beautiful car from the silhouette point of view. Other angles, I'm not so sure, but it is absolutely aggressive, and you see that, well, with the newly designed sharp grills here. This is, well, very prominent on the new 7 Series, and pretty much all the kidney grills keep on getting bigger and bigger, and these ones look like they could eat a small child. Now, in terms of the headlights, everything is very slender with this car, and you'll see it on the taillights too. These are the new laser LED lights, and basically these are kind of a trickle down from the 2nd gen of the BMW i8. Speaking of a trickle down, that's what's so significant about this car. It is the top of the line BMW, and what that means, very much like the S-Class is to Mercedes, you're gonna get all those trickle down features because this is really the cutting edge of what they're doing right now. So you're gonna see it obviously on the new 3 Series, the new X5s as you see there. There's a lot of great inventory here, by the way. But let's continue walking around the car. It's very venty, as I said, very aggressive. Speaking of vents, I really like this little feature specific to the, got some idiots contacting me right now. I should have put this on vibrate. But you have obviously these wheels as well. The large M brakes being the M package. I think these are actually quite pretty mirrors too. And then as I was talking about the slender headlights, you have the same design language with the tail lights here. It's really, really cool actually. And another little vent that I really like are these right here. So this absolutely annoying truck won't shut up, but I'll try to talk over it. Now guys, this car isn't all looks and luxury, it's actually got some power too. Now this is the new M variant of the 8 Series. Kind of a rip-off because they, well, threw an M badge and they're making the M brand a little diluted. I think AMG is doing the same thing. But regardless, because of that, you're able to get some M-inspired stuff, obviously around the car. But in the engine, it's actually very impressive. Let's take a look. So we have a 4.4 liter V8. It's nothing sissy. You don't have a V6, V4 for efficiency. However, some of the efficiency and the power comes from a twin scroll engine. So because of that, you actually end up getting 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. And while that leads you to a crazy 3.70 to 60 out of a, let's be honest, quite chunky car. All right, so if this is supposed to be the most luxurious thing on planet Earth from a BMW point of view, well, let's go in the interior and actually see if it lives up to it. Now, it's obviously very pretty already. We have a lot of detail stitch work in the seats. I like these kind of cocoa brownish color. You got the two-tone black dashboard here. Now we have the heads-up display, obviously a, well, beautiful invention from BMW. And this is kind of the new design language of the interior. As I said, you might see a trickle down here, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really quite cool. Giving you 12.3 touchscreen display, and the craziest thing of all is this Swarovski crystal shifter, and it has the, well, 8 kind of somehow in there. I don't know, we can try to see. There's some sort of witchcraft obviously going on in here. And well, it's a very nice interior to be in. I don't know if it lives up to the S-Class's interior, and I can't really be saying this on the BMW premises, so they may kick me out. Now, one really cool thing about this is I find that the convertible roof is very flat and nice, and Porsche has been able to develop this in their 911s, and I think BMW probably makes, well, an equally pretty fabric roof. The problem with these obviously is it's a flexible material, and oftentimes you have the structural bars that poke out and make the roof look very ugly. Especially when you have a car that has a really pretty silhouette from the side like this, it's nice that it doesn't really affect that. Very cool. Now this is it with the roof off. All right guys, I've just pushed my luck a tiny bit. We're gonna go for a ride in this car, and well, as I said, the power figures are absolutely outrageous, 3.70 to 60. So let's feel like what that feels like in a giant BMW tank over here. Very nice. You got all the different modes here, the sport, everything. Maybe we'll try it out in sport. And now guys, this is the new display as well. So you have the rev counters actually inverted, and that's to show a little bit more screen for the GPS, which you have in front here. Just so that you have all the things you need right up front, but then again, you also have that 12.3-inch display now as well. Scrape the front here. Alright, we are off. Those upshifts are outrageous. Oh my god. But it's so smooth at the same time. Alright, let's feel what over 500 horsepower in a giant BMW feels like. Those upshifts are outrageous. And the shifting's so quick. I mean, I'm popping into first in a millisecond. Maybe that's too long even. That's really cool as well, seeing, well, you have the map display up in here. It's kind of a little weird. You're kind of framed by the miles per hour and the RPMs. But you really get used to it. My Aston has that inverted RPMs as well. That's addictive. It's so nice just having the roof off. It's a real convertible. Everything's down. I love it. I like it. I like it. So now we have a good example here because we have annoying people in front of us. I mean, can you believe that the population's on the road while we're in this? And while we're experiencing this, it's very, very smooth. It's nice to be in. It's very comfortable. The leather's high quality. The ride's amazing. And of course, because it's a BMW, there's a million different functions to screw around with. I screwed around with one, sport mode, and well, that's all you really need. That is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. It's immediate. And it's twin scroll, so you got a turbocharger now, and you really don't have that delay anymore. We have a little bit of delay in our M4 actually. Okay, we have a nice little straightaway here. Oh, I just messed up the shit. The revs really crawled up on me. Very, very nice. Smell that new car braking as well. Sorry, BMW. Series. I feel like it's hopping up almost. That was outrageous. The shifts are so quick, the handling's great. But as I said, it's a good compromise between sport and luxury. It's very much like the Bentley GT. It lives in those two awkward realms, but it does it very well. And I mean, a lot of the Bentley GTs were complained about originally for kind of living those two realms. But now you see it a lot today with all the different modes you can pop things in. And, well, it's nice to experience. Although I only experienced it in one mode, sport. Sorry. All right, one last little stretch. I've started to appreciate this car a hell of a lot more after driving it. It's incredibly fast, it's very luxurious, very sporty, and a lot of fun to steal. So conclusion, is the new 8 Series enough with the competition on the market? Is it a little too late for BMW to reintroduce the classic 8 Series? Well, I think I'm glad it's back. And maybe that's more nostalgia because, well, growing up, I used to always look at the old 8 Series online for sale and dream of just buying one. They were so cool, so unique, and, well, the 8 had disappeared from the brand. Today, I don't know if I would get an 8 Series. Maybe it's the S-Class for the BMW guy, and I don't know. I just don't know if it's, let's be a little immature, baller enough for the price tag. I mean, you have things like the S-Class and it's just so prestigious looking, and for some reason you don't feel bad at the price tag of it. So, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of the new BMW 8 Series. And I just wanted to give BMW of Encinitas a big thank you. Their inventory here is just badass. This is a dealership that has a personality. They put colors into all of their cars here, and they order things in a fun way. So if you guys are interested, I'll put a link below, and big thank you to them. Guys, if you want to follow me on more things, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And also, if you want to see what equipment I use, check the link below. In addition to that, if you've liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see more of my content, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.